Nothing is fine. Nothing's alright. That is literally something that I heard Alva say in the kitchen not 10 minutes ago. Start game. Memory slide A.
Flesh.
Yep, that's flesh.
Bone.
No, there's
bound
just
together
flesh.
with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago.
Atlas shrugged.
Before time. Before humanity.
Who wrote it then?
I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead.
Oh,
This is not
R.I.P.
my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it.
Mine will change reality, you'll see.
Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia. Ignorant of so much, and dependent on so few.
What are you presenting here? You had that presents for
The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune,
Pondy!
my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my
69,
line,
yeah.
and the last hope for humanity.
I'm gonna slowly expand the capture of Dolphin. Oh, I guess I don't have to expand it very much at all. Oh, jeez, I'm not a... Shoot the gun! Oh, God. Jesus! That's what happens when I make a full screen. You know how captures are. They don't like to play nice with anything.
Remember me, Alex.
Grandpa?
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas.
It's the GameCube trying to simulate a
who's
16
this?
by 9.
This is
It's very
Inspector
weird.
McGrath of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Hey, this is the height of GameCube technology right here. Lower the volume.
Ah, Miss Roivas. I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my
All
condolences.
things, I'll put it at
This is
64%.
most unpleasant. It's a
No, wait,
shame
this is a
we couldn't
GameCube.
meet under brighter
lower.
circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight.
Your grandfather exploded into 37
I'm
distinct
afraid there's
pieces.
not much to see.
Can you identify the body for us?
Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Let me lift the curtain up for you. Let me get the sheet out of the way.
It's him. He's wearing our
We
family
made it to the GIF
ring.
already.
I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job,
I'm
lady. You're the only
sorry.
living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. Ah, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion. and there was certainly a
I forgot
lot of
how
force
this
in
opens.
here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ah, We don't have a single clue.
Yeah, this used to be like
Well, you better
the
find
best
out who
looking
did this.
game.
I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
2 weeks later. Alright, now I could try and like... You know, now that it's weird. Like, the cutscenes happen in these tiny little boxes, and then the 6x9 gameplay... Plenty of real estate here. It's just weird. Just weird. Kinda go for the middle ground here, like that. There we go. 2002 letterbox greatness. It's very weird stuff. Shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion, the place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past, and possibly a tie to his murderer, it'd be here. And in his closet, we'd probably find his ties, in general, just what you would wear to formal events. I love mid to late 6th gen graphics, they're just realistically terrible. Alright, figured out the run button. B is examined. Why? A beautiful carriage clock. The hands appear to be stuck, yet the clock continues to tick, with the time permanently set to 3:33. There's a key in the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex look at the key? Alex picks up the desk clock and pulls the key from it. However, there's something odd about the key. It isn't for winding it at all. It looks like a dresser key! She found a dresser key. Oh yeah, this game was the height of graphics back in 2002. Portraits of the ancestral Roivus line on the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There's something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettled feeling. Tick-tock. Portraits of the ancestral Roivuses. Oh, jeez. Why you do that, Dolphin? I updated you today. Did you add jitters to the game now that I updated you? I was deep in the mudding in 2002. What the fuck are graphics? Back in those multi-user dungeons? In the warm glow of candlelight, the Roivus family tree hangs from the wall. Shadows flitter across its surface, obscuring the details. If one looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. Really crane your neck up there. He examined. Just puts the camera moving over there. Come on. It's not an examine. Alright. Where's the dresser? This way. Nope, not this way. Better macros for typing faster. That's just cheating. Okay. A crank socket is mounted in the telescope and appears to be linked to a mirror supported by a brass pedestal. A curious contraption. To be sure, what purpose could it possibly serve? Should Alex adjust the mirror? Yes. Yes, she should. Alright, I don't think it's doing anything at the moment, Alex, so... That's a thing for later. Oh, cameras! Well, welcome back to the glorious year of 2002. Always wild to me how many puzzles are in old survival horror games. Like, what if we didn't? What else would the gameplay be? Walking around and hiding from stuff in closets? Did they model this person after Britney Spears? I think everyone is modeled after a person in this game, but I could be misremembering. Open the door. Oh, the camera's really taking you on a journey in this one. A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. Colored sigils carved into the wood above the wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. It's from her oops, I did it again phase. I want to go to sleep. When I wake up, there are auditors in work, and I have to collate screenshots to a spreadsheet. You have work to do? Ew. Now if you fake your own death, you don't. Well, upstairs we go. Man, I don't remember the beginning of this game whatsoever. I remember, like, maybe the mid to late segments of the game, after we have other characters and we're swapping through time periods and stuff. I remember more of that. Like the Roman Legionnaire and stuff. You did tell us the story of your dad contemplating faking his own death. A grand piano stands here, awaiting the hands of a decent musician. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to the description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. Watched a playthrough of this last Halloween. This game is somehow both extremely memorable and wildly unmemorable. I feel like it has memorable moments that will happen, and then there's like big chunks in the middle that are not memorable at all. The illustration features a collection of strange line designs, related to each other in a cyclical manner. There appears to be some significance in it, but it isn't particularly evident. A lot of super bland survival horror design. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then it pretends to delete your saves. And you remember, yeah, I remember like the sanity effects pretty well. I'm led to believe faking your own death is reasonably easy with enough planning, but getting it to work out for you financially, not so much. That's probably the hard part. Why her arms do that when she walks? How do you walk? Oh my god. A bold choice to start the game in such a way where it's like, yeah, we'll give the player access to most of the house, and they might figure out how to get the game to start sooner or later. Like, where's the dresser? Not in here. Was that the sound effect of someone logging off from AOL? I think it was. You watched a playthrough. Where do I go? Just let me get started. Should have finished Dino Crisis first. You Resident Evil sickos love mansions. Last weak rays of sunlight fight the shroud of darkness. Lends an eerie feel to the last few weeks' events. As the sun sets, Alex will be alone in the house with nothing but the spirits of old for company. Hey, this one starts with us fighting monsters in a dream. And then puzzles. Yeah, like, this isn't a puzzle, this is, can you figure out where to go next? That is definitely the door closing sound effect for someone going off of AOL Instant Messaging. Find the key, then take the door to that room. Just take the door, you son of a bitch. See, I prefer Souls because even if it's a skill check, it's not like a mounting frustration of trying to figure out where the fuck to go. It's just, okay, I gotta learn the patterns of the boss. And I grew up with, like, Mega Man and stuff that is just figuring out the pattern. So I'm okay with that. And this would be fine, too, if it opened up with a puzzle, but it's less of a puzzle and more of a, can you find the room? I just gotta figure out what room has a dresser that I could use the key on. Which I'm very bad at doing. Maybe I missed it. Maybe it was in one of these rooms, and I just didn't rub my face on the right part of the environment. No, this is definitely the clock puzzle room. And it has your controller's movement is dependent on where you're facing while the camera's changing positions all the time. So I just feel like I'm gonna go barf. Fighting the same thing 97 times can get fucked. Well, that's your problem. Win on the first time, maybe the second time, fifth time at most. You get up to 97 times? Ah, it's too many times. Go to the library and change the clock time to the same time as the room. Oh yeah, that works. I thought the clock it wasn't doing anything when I was moving the clock hands. This door's locked. Alright, baby, we're on our way. Here it comes. Wait, no, this isn't a clock. This is the mirror room. Is there a clock in the library? Clock, clock, clock. Clockety clock. Here we go. Detail. Here we are. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner, gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Use buttons to adjust the clock hands. Three. 33. Oh. Like, why did she do that? My grandfather was murdered. I'm going to play with all the clocks in the house until something opens. Fought the first boss in Dark Souls 3 at least 30 times, and all of your 3 attempts, you just suck at hard games. That's fair. I feel like with those games, like, that's the point of the game, and if that's not your thing, like, that's not the game for you. And that's okay. I find myself, increasingly, as I get older, my frustration tends to be when things just take too long, or when it's unclear. So, like, the start of this game is, you have a key. It might fit in something. Like, okay. And so I start looking for a dresser, but the solution isn't put the key in a dresser, the solution is rub your face on literally every surface until you find the grandfather clock, and then remember that 3:33 was on the other clock. That's just like puzzle game logic? Not even puzzle game, adventure game logic. And that kind of stuff really, really grates on me sometimes. I don't remember early game at all. I remember dungeons and creatures. Yeah, the game, I remember only the middle part of this game. Moon logic. Yeah, moon logic. A painting of a jungle-shrouded building. It seems to be a temple in Asia, perhaps from Thailand or Cambodia. Boop. This looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure, with a faint hint of a smile tugging at the corners of the mouth and eyes, closed in deep meditation. You love when it's done right? Book of Hours is your jam? Fuck around and find out? Like, that's fine. Like, Book of Hours, that's the whole game. But it, like, since we're playing this is a game where I'm controlling a character, I get frustrated when I have to move a person around an entire house for a while. That just drives me nuts. And, like, I've definitely talked about it a lot, but the modern horror method of just wander around with a slow-ass walking speed, trying to rub your face on the right thing in the right order, while the game misses me with spooks because they're behind me or something. Oof. And then, like, a monster shows up and you have to hide in a closet, and that's literally just waiting. I hate it. I can't deal with it anymore. Down for some Solium Infernum at some point? I gotta find my installer. I have it on a thumb drive. This Gothic cathedral is silhouetted against a stark light. The image is vicious and devoid of subtlety. Every brushstroke echoes the spikes of the architecture, imbuing a violent feeling, as though the building itself is a harsh imposition on reality. A grim picture indeed. An aged page set inside a glass frame hangs on the wall. An insane scribbling covers the page, incomprehensible to Alex. Perhaps if Alex had some kind of tome, it could be deciphered. Like, the Dark Souls experience. Absolutely love the Dark Souls experience. It's very, like, okay, here it is, go nuts. It's all about learning patterns and overcoming it. There's no wandering around being confused very much. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, matching the etchings on the table and the wall's illustration. The candles are unlit. Tome. Tome is a game that we should hop on one day and check out. A diabolic drawing of a stack of human bodies, each one cemented into place. What twisted psyche could have executed this drawing? Though disturbing, it's meticulously rendered down to the subtlest detail. The precise anatomy of fractured bones and convolutions of spines and ribs entwine into a mesmerizing sight. The sword blinks like a key item would. An ancient Roman weapon, a gladius, is on display above the fireplace mantel, another token of eclectic junk. I'll take it with me! Clive Barker's Undying and The Devil Inside were great back in the day, both early 2000s games. It's a LucasArts' Gladius. There's a bizarre drawing of a cyclopean city. Its immense architecture bathed in unnatural fog. The detail's incredible. As Alex studies it, she can almost imagine the city's inhabitants. I've never actually played the Clive Barker games, but I do like Clive Barker, and I should play his games. A large leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? Phantasmagoria has a special place in your heart. That's the giveaway game today! Exclamation mark raffle for a chance to win a copy of Phantasmagoria.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will
just
come
one guy
to
with a
learn
drum in the
fear
background.
as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind.
What's going on, Creedmoor?
My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone.
Revisiting a game like this is interesting for me because I unequivocally loved this game as a kid. I had no issues with this game at all. And within like 5 seconds of turning this game on, I was already like, God, I hate that I have to rub my face on the wall. But I'm also grumpy.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you
What
believe
accident? Ask
that
questions.
it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
I wanted to find a gif of, like, the big bad of this game, which is, like, a lich dude. Ideally dancing. Like, usually people make horrible dancing gifs with models. I wanted to put that up there. But instead I found Alex just throwing up. We're playing Morrowind? Oh, I love that walk cycle. He looks like a kid who got yelled at by a teacher on the playground and is stomping away. I shouldn't be getting in trouble. I only pushed him because he pushed me first. Why is she yelling at me? Silicon Knights was in the process of forgetting how to make a video game. I'm gonna become a lich or some shit. The dolphin is having some issues with this round. You know, I could probably play the real copy of this game. I got a copy of this game. And I have a GameCube. I don't think the GameCube's here, though. It might be in New York. I have a Wii U here. Can the Wii U play GameCube games? Is this headless body your grandfather? Let me lift the curtain for you. It's probably a bad idea. Ma'am, is this your grandpa's beans? A ladder leads into the dank heart of the labyrinth. Danger lurks beneath, yet Pius's courageous resolve does not buckle. Hiya! What? Oh, hold on. What's that? Oh, I want him to point his sword at it again. Yep, that's a body, alright. Oh, a Cenobite puzzle box. I could probably identify a decent number of people without their heads. Depending on the person. Some people have pretty distinct, like, bodies. What are these sound effects? Health meter! This meter represents life energy. Every time a character takes damage, the level will get lower. When it reaches 0, the character dies. You Veni Vidi Vici them. Real good. I recognize those NFTs anywhere. Use! This function allows you to the manipulation of inventory items within the current room. Equip! This function allows the current character to ready a weapon. This function allows the examination. I could probably figure most of these out. L and R, you go between sections. Let me resume murdering skeletons, thank you. That's right. I'm a bit of a professional Centurion, thank you. Went to Centurion College. A strange granite block lies on the floor. Pius has picked up the granite block. Feels like it's made of pumice stone. Yeah, they got a little bit of flesh on them, but like that's clearly desiccated flesh. Finish him. A strange granite. Yeah, pick up the granite block. Come on. Obviously, I want the granite block. Whatever, like, I know there was, like, legal trouble surrounding a desired sequel to this game. Whatever happened with that nonsense? Friendly fire? Advance. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. Oh, grandfather, he's dead. Pius has picked up a granite block. Yes, God? Is that you, Zeus? Silicon Knights sued Epic because they couldn't figure out the Unreal Engine 3. Oh yeah, I forgot Epic was involved. I feel like someone reminded me of some of this not too long ago and I forgot. Shut up, stop talking to me! And then Dennis Dyack tried to make a sequel in 2014 and that's right. The Kickstarter. That's what I was curious about. Yeah, you posted the short story. I recall now. I recall. He had recently made X-Men Destiny. Yep. Symbols. That's how the magic system works in this game, I recall. Whoa! Dolphin, come on now. Hold on, I gotta finish a lot of people off. Really brings me back to my first days working in that brothel. Gotta finish a lot of men. Pick it up! Okay, hello, this block. This wall is prominently decorated with a strange line symbol carved into the granite. Cut into the wall is a square hole lined with scratches, as though something has been removed from it. Ugh. Making me go in here. Use. If there's one thing I'm glad video games have moved away from, it's forcing a player to go into the inventory to use objects in the environment. Just make it contextual. Jesus God. I feel like this is a good game for, like, a nice modern-day remaster. There's so much quality of life stuff you could... Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. I know, I wasn't paying attention, angry skeleton, I know. That's on me, that's on me. No, you're right, you're right. Can I put the wrong one in? Yes, I can. It will make a skeleton show up. If there was any benefit at all to the combat, like item drops or experience, that'd be neat. That'd be a fun, useful thing. Are you out of health or out of breath? I think he's just tired. He's been swinging his sword a lot. Yeah, he's okay now. Dolphin. Wonder if there's some optimization things I could do in the dolphin to make this, not have these issues. Hey, that's me! Who made a statue of me? Pius, you must prove your worth by destroying the statue. Pressing R will enable Pius to select which target to attack. Releasing R slightly and then pressing it again will cycle between multiple targets. Pius can attack specific body parts while locked onto an enemy by moving that button and pressing that button. Use these buttons to do other things. Capped frame rate. Pause the game. No, hold on. Oh, Dolphin's one of the ones that has a separate little thing. Okay, hold on, let's see here. Emulation. Options. Configuration. Speed limit, normal speed. Dual core. Interface. GameCube. Emulated clock overwrite. Nothing's jumping out of me. This might be something I need to do a little poking around on Google for first. Hello! That's right. Just chop their heads off. They don't teach you about the body part targeting until after you've already killed 37 of these things. But that's okay. The last game I played didn't let you have basic interface options until you unlocked them with meta money. A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pius push the button? Well, I don't see any problem with stepping on this. Judah! I died. Alright, we got the red one, the green one, and the blue one. If I remember. And again, I haven't played this game for a long time. These are representative of different elder gods, old gods that are in the game. Let's look at the green one first. An effigy resembling a warped angel, shaped from dark green emeralds, hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. Should he claim the artifact? Oh, thank you very much, Bonnie. You know what? No. No, he could claim the blue one. A shaped like a delicate dome, a pale blue statue floats above the pedestal. That's your god now, Pius. That's your god now. Hope you don't turn into a weird, undying skeleton, man. EFB to ram and use Vulcan. Oh, you turn into a skeleton, man. Why are ginger cats idiots? Gonzo just dipped his toes in my gin and tonic and is giving me the stink face.
Then, and I have learned much. All at once, I understood. The forces of the multiverse all made sense under the transcending power of Ulyath. No mountain too high, no city too far. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
The Tome of Eternal Darkness. I got a book. Now let me take a look at these settings here. Options. Game settings. Game settings? Options, configuration, general, GameCube. Oh, sweet Jesus. If I don't find it really fast, I'll just do it later. Enhancements. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I'll take a look later. It's not too bad at the moment. Boy, Grandpa had a lot of weird shit in this house. That was a weird book to read about some weird Roman guy. Wrong door. God, that's the sign-off sound from AOL Instant Messenger. It hurts my brain. Oh, shit. Tome of Eternal Darkness. Check. This is the Tome of Eternal Darkness, where experience, spells, and enchant items can be stored for future use. It's been made from fragments of human skin and bone, and endowed with a human penis. And also magic powers. Dresser key, second floor key. Now we're cooking. The key comes apart in the lock. The key to the second floor is broken. Perhaps there's a way of repairing it. You pick up the broken second floor key. Well, shit. Way of repairing the key?
Hello there.
Chest of drawers. Or a dresser. What's going on there, Mighty Odin? I'm gonna punch every door in this house by mistake. That's just the case, I think. Go on, Milk. Where the fuck do I do now? Maybe we go back in the other room? Maybe now that we have the book, something's changed about the other room? I guess as a kid, I just had infinite patience. I would just rub my face on everything in these goddamn games. You might be starting a new job soon, eh? Right, the library. Jesus. I feel like I'm just gonna have a walkthrough open next to me. What job? Are you excited? Is it a good job? What job is it? Tell me about the job. Good stabbing on you. Every Roy's study is filled with arcane knickknacks, mementos. Of yesteryear and other cultures, I lost my place. The odor of ancient texts is faintly noticeable under the peppering of dust that covers every surface, except for one. The desk has been the center of activity, and not a mote of dust is on. Here, Alex's grandfather had worked, perhaps even hours before the end. Before someone cut his head off. Oh, piece of paper's blinking at me aggressively. Maybe you're important. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter from the tome itself. Should Alex take the chapter? Painting and installing cabinets in customers' homes. Ah, carpentry and painting. Not bad. Seems like a good dude. Usually, if the guy that runs that is cool, it's a great job. If the guy who runs it sucks, it's terrible. So if he seems like a cool guy, you're in luck. Like my uncle does remodeling and stuff. Not fun working for my uncle.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start.
The Binding of the Corpse God.
I'm reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons.
This book bound in human skin is actually a book on tape.
The fates of gods and mortals intertwine.
A book on tape
and
bound
legends
in human
are
skin.
born.
Meanwhile,
thy time is done, great ancient. Forever
the tape
in
also
shadow
human
will
skin.
you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy.
He vets the customers. No Karens. That's what you want. That's the good stuff.
Millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the
beings of flesh and bone. You have a great monument here, Mantarok. It is a pity that no one will ever recognize it as yours. May the darkness claim thee, crawling chaos and damned beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen.
I feel like this is the boss I chose as a kid too. God damn it! I should have chosen one of the other idols. God, I love these like generic sound effects.
Not even these mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here.
I'm gonna invent drugs.
I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
Sorry, your book was about like flaying humans and stuff. Maybe we don't want to have that happen to you. What do we got over here? Statue of a goddess, delicately sculpted from sandstone. It casts an alert eye over everyone who enters the temple. There's a strange necklace around her neck. Should Elia take the yes. The necklace can be used to heal Elia. Make sure that Elia does not move when the spell is being cast, or she'll be ripped apart at the seams. He uses his immense lung capacity as a professional swimmer to make it so that he can do more drugs than the average person. That's just taking advantage of every part. The design on the wall appears to depict a time of the day. Perhaps the candles do too. Man, why did I step on that? Step on every butt. Now I gotta question the corpses on the floor? Sound effect from Goldeneye. When located by creatures, a sanity loss occurs, causing a decrease in the level of the sanity meter, and the character to pulse green. Beware! Sanity loss affects perception, and eventually, health. I was about to attack that guy. This meter represents a character's sanity. We were talking about it before. This is the sanity meter we mentioned. Remember that? Every time he or she meets a monster, his or her sanity, just use they, will get lower. The lower the sanity meter gets, the more the character will hallucinate. Monster's like, ah, cool, thanks, what am I supposed to do now? Performing a finishing move on a creature, recover sanity. I don't know why that would help you recover your sanity. Like, yeah, I put him down. Did I finish the game? Oh, no. We still have a little bit more of that game to go. The truly amazing video game from yesterday that I played for 9 fucking hours. A bronze necklace sits atop an ancient clay urn. The best video game. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a brightly burning sun. Even better than Elden Ring. Truly, that was the greatest game. Calypso Protocol is the best game. Way better than those crappy Dead Space games. Maybe I just won't step on these this time. Thank you. Nope. It's Eternal Darkness, Queen. The plot so far is the main character receives a phone call that there's been an incident. And when she arrives, she finds out her grandfather has been violently murdered and his head is missing. And then, for no reason at all, she decides to look at every clock in the house and everything else, notices that one clock has a key, and that the clock is set to 3:33 p.m. And so she goes into other parts of the house, finds another clock in the house, and sets the clock in that part of the house to 3:33, which opens a secret door, and in there she finds a book, and now she's currently reading the book. A triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over another. That's right. The gods in this universe follow a rock, paper, scissors system. Because, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't they? I will give for you a bronze necklace. You're welcome. I played this game when it was a new video game, way back when. Ironically, I'm pretty sure I chose the same Elder God to be the boss this time that I did when I played this as a wee babe. Graved on the floor is a striking design featuring the sun, rising above the edge of the world. Design on the wall appears to depict the time of day, perhaps the candles do too. This is a different room, but it has the same stuff. Let's not step on any traps this time. I don't want to step on traps. Damn it! I stepped on a trap. I'm a different kind of skeleton. Poor guy. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a starry sky filling the heavens. Some old-timey carpenters worked hard. The design on the wall appears to depict a time of day. Perhaps the candles do, too. Press these buttons, which are definitely in my hand, to light or extinguish candles. Ah, shit. I got those... Got those backwards. Is this where I came from? Did I come from here? Did a different door open? The door has opened slightly, but not enough for Ellia to get over it. Fucking get over it, Ellia. The sign on the wall appears to depict the final stage of the day, the night of mankind. The image is now represented by the candles as well. Harder to not step on traps when you're going this way. Ellie could get over this, but she's lazy and she won't. Goddamn millennial. Perhaps the candles do too. Alright, we've partially opened the door. We need to figure out how to fully open a door. The women! Am I right? The door is firmly closed, sealing the temple. Perhaps there's another exit. You just had to wish that you had an interesting life, Ellie. Look at you now, stuck in some sort of horrible death trap. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring the sun sinking below the edge of the world! Haven't I already gone this way? Don't worry about it, Ellie, just run! I think I forgot to do this part last time. That is a sound effect from goddamn GoldenEye. You can't fool me. Damn it. What is the color on her back? Wee. You gotta step those traps, you're gonna like it. Camera, do you want me to look at something over here? Oh! A small pedestal covered with decorative etchings, standing before the wall. The blowgun. Upon it must have some special significance beyond focal display. Take it. That's a tactical ass cheek. Dang! The flimsy wooden blowgun is fine, but my hardened steel sword is broken. Fragments of the shattered short sword lie on the floor. You pick up the shattered short sword. Oh God! Strange man, help! The guard is grateful for Elliot saving his life. In return, he offers to repair her broken weapon as a gesture of thanks. You have magic? Why are you afraid of them? Thanks a lot, loser. The guard resumes his duty, seemingly no worse for wear for his recent brush with death. Dude, fucking weird. I can do magic too. What do you think about that, mister? Oh, come on. I did not step on that. This game would be easier if you had more Pargon. Pargon? He only has Broken Sword Reparo. A powerful magic indeed. Man, how do I not use the fucking garbage blowgun? Oh, that's right. You got poisoned, loser. There you go. No arms for you. Got him. Now, what were you looking at, lady? Now she doesn't want to look at it. This game would be a lot easier if it didn't have a hard-on. Priapism makes a lot of video games more difficult than they really are. I should have consulted a doctor, but that ship sailed several days ago. If you experience an erection for more than a week, what are you doing? There's a hole in the device, as though something can be inserted. What were we talking about again? A key or a lever or a penis. Nope, that's where I came from. The sword's pretty lever-like. The mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. Yo, your god's whack! You wanna be friends? He's just enjoying guarding whatever he's doing. Yeah, that one wall he was standing against. Your god sucks, anyway. Wanna be friends? That reads like something out of Caves of Cud. Denounced one of their gods. Became their worshipped leader. The hell do I want to shove in there? I can't put my dick in there. I can't put my sword in there. I can't put my blowgun in there. Blowgun I thought was the obvious choice. Wait, there are two doors here. I came from this way, I think. The room rotates. I don't know what fucking direction I came from. This one? That looks like where I came from. So maybe this door. Yeah, this looks new. Oh! Oh! Jesus Christ! They love each other. Hey, that was the finishing move, thank you very much. Put him down. Alright, we got a new room here. Very, very similar to the first room. The mural depicts one of the ancient Khmer deities being tortured and killed by a skeletal demon. Man, Pius really went on a bit of a rampage here. I don't see anywhere to stick my penis. Once again, with the circular room layout, I've already forgotten what door I came through. I guessed right. I feel like when you walk in a room and you see giant pulsating eyeballs and like a vast mountainous being made of flesh, you turn around. Like you turn around and you walk back out. You need more eyes to see the future, Lawrence. Remember the old words, Lawrence?
Stop. Don't go near it.
Huh. They didn't go near it and they got eaten.
You are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. He had to tell me twice.
You are one of the chosen many. Flesh and blood.
Speaking of, I have that game Jimmy likes so much, Curse of the Dead Gods. We could take a look at that at some point.
I give you a gift in return for an obligation.
That's not really a gift if it comes with an obligation.
Sweet dancer. The obligation is this.
I don't know.
You hold one of Mantarok's hearts. The essence of a corpse god. To some it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it.
Thank you so much.
Guard it well.
Oh, you why? Asshole. Your choices on the Twitch ad survey are: Twitch is doing a great job, yes or yes? Here, have this grim obligation. Oh, thank you. So kind. A metal staff is held by the arms of the statue. You acquired a stiff staff, a hard rod, a turgid tube. Sleep well, Queen. Making my way back the way I came. Son of a bitch. Whoa, look out, dude! Oh, you had to pass out on another goddamn trap. Thank you so much. Really did me a solid there. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me! Yay, Victus. Shit, man, that's what we should have played. Yay, Victus. Should have played Legacy of Kain. Cool, it's just on the other side of the corpse god. That's probably not an issue. It's probably fine.